Hello everyone, my name is Jocelyn, you may call me Joy, and I want to talk about something that I did recently. I took a DEI course. So this is probably not something that you might expect from me, because why would I need to do a DEI course, right? Well, the idea was that this is something that I want to get into in my professional life. This is something that I want to find a job in. And whilst I have a great, vast knowledge through my both lived experiences and also researching for the internet and from the internet over the past few years, it's still good to have a qualification. This turned out to be a waste of time and money, but I will get the money reimbursed. I found the course so easy. I literally could have written the course. Not saying this to brag or anything. Obviously, my life experiences and my research just on its own sort of has given me all the knowledge that I need, but mostly just my lived experiences, my sense of empathy tells me everything that I need to know when it comes to DEI anyway. Which, by the way, DEI is not the boogeyman, it is not the devil, it is not about hiring people just because they belong to a minority, which is one of the most favoured conservative lies at the moment. And this is not to say that the course itself was bad. It wasn't. I'm pretty sure that somebody else who had very little knowledge of DEI would have got something out of it. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's the case. It's just, for me personally, oh my god, what a waste. Not only of my time doing the course, watching the videos, but it was mostly videos, but also trying to get on this course in the first place was also a massive ball ache for several reasons. We're talking technological difficulties that I had trying to connect to the thing, and then trying to get the course to work, and then having to pay for the course. It all added up to a massive frustration that felt very much not worth it by the end of it. The course itself did rely on some external sources that I looked up, and I thought that some of them were quite interesting. But I'll tell you what the resources were that piqued my interest in terms of the LGBT plus side of things. There was a PDF produced by the United Nations outlining why and how intersex people need to be treated better. That was a good resource, actually. There was a statistic from an excerpt of a BBC Business article that says, and I will read this now: boards help direct a company's affairs, so making them more diverse helps to change attitudes across the whole company, experts say. It makes business sense too. Those with more ethnically diverse senior leadership teams are on average 36% more profitable, according to research from consultancy McKinsey. Nice that they've stated where the research comes from. So yeah, that's interesting as a statistic, and I absolutely agree that we do need to think about diversity within companies, within management, within, working spaces, for the obvious reason that people of diverse backgrounds will have differing viewpoints and opinions that will meld and come together, ideally, to create a really good working environment. There was an article from People Management about a gender fluid non-binary worker who won a landmark case against their employer because they were discriminated against, and it was using the Equality Act of 2010 as the benchmark for the rules of how that would go. More information, I think, needs to be talked about when it comes to that, because the Equality Act is a little bit in a precarious position right now. Even with the Tories mostly out, it's still under threat, and I will be making a video about that as well. I'm probably going to combine a lot of this stuff just to make it an easier resource for everyone to find. The last resource this course was using was an article from Forbes magazine about the importance of gender neutral language, which, again, something I do understand, I do fully put my weight behind. I completely agree with using gender neutral language, in as many situations as possible where it's appropriate. But anyway, all of that is to say that I did the course, I didn't really get much out of it, except for a certificate to prove that I know DEI. Great, cool. I'll just post a little picture on the screen so that you can see what that looks like. Yeah, that's not so good, is it? In my application, obviously, I spelt my name correctly. On the certificate, it's not. It's missing the Y. I can't use this. I'm frustrated. I'm very unhappy about it, and I will be bringing this up with my team of job advisors. So as far as I'm concerned, it was pretty much a waste of time. Again, I want to reiterate that somebody else might have found more value in this course, but I didn't. And it's not because DEI itself is a bad thing. Definitely not saying that. I'm just saying that for me, in my circumstances, this was not it. That's all from me for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.